could really just dominate at this level right out of the gate?
I don't think it's really about my game. I believe it's about my teammates. And when I seen from the spring when our teammates were just looking like, hey, we ready for a successful season. And when I seen those guys and I seen the weapons that I had, and I had no choice but to take advantage of that.
Who was your biggest influence really coming into football before you got to Florida State?
Probably my father. My father was a huge influence on me, especially just the way I carry myself, my character, my charisma, the way that I do things. And I kind of modeled myself after him. I got my own personality. He probably wasn't as goofy as I was, but I love my dad.
Jameis, they said you met Tony Dorsett and some of these other guys. What's that been like? And any of the experiences been special?
Meeting all these guys here, man, it's been amazing. It's been amazing meeting Tony Dorsett. Even seeing Chris Winkie back, a Florida State person. I mean, it's when you meet all these people like Mike Rozier. I mean, he's a elaborate guy. I mean, his character is off the charts. So meeting those guys is definitely important to me.
Your dad talked about training you with when you were really young, doing like mock interviews when you were a little kid a lot. You know, how much of that helped you kind of this year in general, a lot of hype going in?
I think my dad always just had something to say all the time, so I always found something to say back to him, which I don't think he really just trained me for interviews, but he did do a lot of Q&As, especially just mentally, just preparing me for everything that's coming. That's why I think that I am so mentally strong, because he definitely prepared me for that.
You practice your questions. Did you ever practice the Heisman Pose?
I never practiced the Heisman Pose. Actually, my dad's best friend, Chad Babin, used to make me do it at Little League football practice, but I eventually grew out of that.
Growing up as a kid, did you ever envision yourself possibly winning the Heisman Trophy?
Yes, I envisioned myself that about when I was 14, when I used to play this game, and I used to win the Heisman on a video game, and that's when I really found out about the Heisman, and just knew about it, and I just knew it was a prestigious award, and I just knew I wanted to be there one day.
So 5 minutes before the award's announced tonight, what do you think's going to be going through your head as you get ready to hear who wins it?
I'm gonna be excited to be there, man. Sitting in the presence of all those great people, having my family here, having Coach Fisher there, and I know at the end of the day, all the people that support me is gonna still have a smile on their face, because we still have to look forward to a national championship game, and this award is gonna mean so much if I do receive it. But I'm just glad to be here, and this experience is just phenomenal to me.
How much does your family enjoy being up here in the city?
They love being up here because it's New York. I mean, it's the first time my family has been up here, and this is the first time I've been up here, so I really enjoy that, and I'm taking advantage of this moment.
At what point during the season did you start to think that you would be here as a fan?
I really never really focused on would I be here or not. I just always focused on, guys, we got to get to that national championship. We got to keep getting better. And I knew I had a good feeling. I knew if we kept playing good, and I knew if the numbers around me and people kept being productive, and we kept having up games and blowing people out like the way we were, I knew potentially. I mean, Coach Fisher put his system around his quarterbacks, and I knew that I would have a shot.
You described yourself as goofy. What are some goofy things that you like to do?
I mean, I just play a lot. I play a lot. I always smile, and I don't like for people to be down. If I see one of my teammates down, I do anything to make them smile. Whether it's pantsing them, playing with their ears, being obnoxious, being loud, just doing anything to make them smile. Get the attention off them and put it on me and say, man, that guy gets on my nerves, and that'll make them smile.
January 6th is your birthday. That's also the same day as the national championship game. What would it be like to win the national championship on your birthday?
It would be an honor, man. It'd be an honor. It'd be more important because it is on my birthday. But it's not going to take. That don't take anything away from my team. I mean, just by being my birthday, that's more of an individual accomplishment to me, because how many people can say they won a championship on their birthday? So that'll be real fun for me.
So you kind of wish you guys had those guys up here, your teammates?
I really do. I really wish they were sitting in the team meeting room right now, watching this whole thing, watching me shout them out, all of them. I really do, because this is not for me. This is for Florida State. This is for my team, because if I didn't have those guys, man, I wouldn't even be here.
How many times did you practice what you might say?
I probably practiced once. I probably haven't been. I've really been focused on enjoying myself down here, and when that moment comes, I know it's gonna be from the heart.
Hey, Jameis, as a two-sport star, have you had a chance to meet Bo Jackson? He's one of yours.
I met Bo Jackson once at Auburn game, but I never actually sat down and talked to him just man to man. I talked to him on the phone once. But one thing about Bo, we're from the same city, and he's a way better athlete than I ever will be. But hopefully I can be to his standard one day, and hopefully I can be better than Bo.
Any New York baseball players you'd like to meet?
I would love. I mean, I wanted to meet Robinson Cano, but by him getting traded to Seattle, I mean, they kind of made me mad because I am a Yankees fan. But I would enjoy meeting CC or any of those guys because I love CC's competitive attitude on that mound.
How supportive has the Tallahassee community been? You being the opportunity to win the Heisman and actually lead your team to the national championship against Auburn?
I mean, Tallahassee is so important in this process. That's why I've been able to focus on my team, because the students don't walk around saying, "Hey, Jameis this, Jameis that." I mean, they just walk around, "Hey, good game, Jameis," and they go on with their lives. It's not a nagging thing. It's not anything different. I mean, the people of Tallahassee, I mean, they just calm, cool, and left it, because we had 2 Heisman Trophy winners already with Chris Winkie and Charlie Ward. And what we're trying to do in Tallahassee, we're really just trying to bring that late 90s and the early 90s swag back to Tallahassee. So that's what they're really looking forward to, trying to get more people back in the stands and stuff like that.
Do you believe in this age of sports that you could play both professional baseball and professional football?
I believe you can do anything you put your mind to, and especially with my hard work and determination, I can do anything that I want to do. And I know it's going to be difficult. I know I'm going to have doubters. I know I'm going to have all this type of stuff. But as long as you got a positive mind, as long as you get your education, you can do anything.
Anytime you win a Heisman, it's an incredible achievement. If you win it tonight, especially as a redshirt freshman, what would that mean, being so young and winning the award? I
mean, it'll mean a lot. It'll mean a lot to, like I said, to my team. It's more for them than it is for me. And to follow behind Johnny's footsteps. I mean, that's important because he's the first guy to do it. And he always gonna have his name as being the first guy to do it. And just to follow up behind him, not 3 years later, not 10 years later, but the year after, that's gonna mean a lot.
Jameis.